Hello, Flosstube. Welcome to Stitch with Mel. I'm Mel, Melissa, and I am so happy to have you with me. Let me take these off. The glare. Can y'all agree? All right. So, welcome to those of you who are joining us for the first time. I'm so happy to have you here. Welcome to all of my subscribers, everybody who's followed me since day one. I am so excited to keep going on this journey with you guys. It has been a fun several weeks, and as far as I can see, I guess we're going to keep moving. I really didn't know what to expect when I started a Flosstube. My daughter thinks it's comical, and my aunts and grandmother enjoy watching it. I walked in the other day and found my dad as he was finishing watching it, grinning from ear to ear, and I was like, "What?" He said, "Oh, nothing. I just watched you on TV." So that's fun, and they get to see projects that they don't see because honestly, even though we live like a block away or next door to each other, we don't always get to see our projects. So my aunt that lives an hour and a half away from me and my mom both paint as well as my daughter. My grandma has cross-stitched in the past. She's kind of given up on it. She has tried again. Just her eyes aren't able to handle it as well. My aunt and I cross-stitch. And and my dad is learning to do model cars. So while we all craft in different ways, we enjoy watching each other and looking at each other's progress, getting gifts from each other, that kind of stuff. So it's fun, and I'm enjoying getting to know other Flosstubers as well as people who have just followed me because they saw my work on Instagram or Facebook. So it's really been fun connecting with people in a way that probably wouldn't have happened before. So I'm enjoying it. So this is number, I can't remember, 11, I think. And so I'm going to dive on in. It's been a crazy week. Very crazy week. So not a lot of stitching got done. Very crazy week. My daughter has been grounded to the house again. Her youth group is suffering from COVID. So we live 45 minutes away from her youth group. She doesn't go to school with them. She doesn't really associate outside of church. So we made the decision to just stay home. And she also wasn't able to work camp or attend camp this week. And is not doing it next week either. So we're looking forward to her getting back in the swing of things and working all of July. That's her car payment money, her spending money, all the good stuff, for college. So she needs to be back in her element. So that's been going on. I was awoke at 7 a.m. on Friday morning to the news that my son had had an accident. Flipped his vehicle, and thank God he is okay. He walked away with literally just 2 scratches on his right hand. They sewed him up, no big deal. He was sore the next day and back at work doing his thing today. Today's Sunday. You guys are watching this on Monday. Today's Sunday. So that was craziness, and that was very mentally draining, as you can imagine. So my Friday, Saturday, Sunday that I anticipated, this was my long weekend off, so I anticipated tons of stitching, and that did not happen at all. I tell y'all all the time, Flosstube and stitching are my therapy. They very much so are, but when you have big events going on and your brain can't focus, and you're already dealing with a lot going on mentally and emotionally, you cannot add to that and expect anything productive to come out of it. So I had to take some time to myself. I did watch a lot of Flosstube and just some meaningless TV, just basically noise to let my brain just kind of clear out. So The good thing that came out of this week, my daughter was able to find some jewelry that we had saved from the house, including a ring that she had given me for my birthday or my Mother's Day, the year before the fire. And she had written with it a note that said, "I will never leave you," knowing that she's going to college, but meaning that, you know, we'll always have each other. And so she found it, cleaned it up. Of course, it's not, you know, real jewelry, but it was very special and meaningful. So I found it in her stack of items that she, piece of ice just fell on the refrigerator, scared me. Items that she had found and cleaned up from that. So I was able to put that back where it belonged on my finger. So that was special. So let me get into what you guys are here to watch. It's been a long week. So one unfortunate thing that I do when I get stressed out is I shop. I don't shop a lot. I do not like to shop at all. Not even on internet shopping. But with stress comes bad habits sometimes. And this is, it's not too horrible, but this is a habit that I have. I'm going to go ahead and put my glasses back on so I can see. I got some material in from Fat Quarter Shop. This is Fiber on a Whim. This is a fat quarter, 18 by 28. Affogato is the name of this. And this is a beautiful color. It's got, I don't know if you can see it with this lighting, it's got kind of a tan and green modeling. Not sure if you can see that, but it is a beautiful material. And I think I have a couple of projects already in mind to look at for it, just to see if the colors will go with it. I found that one. So I got one of it, and the next one is Cafe au Lait. And it has more green actually in this one. It is also a fat quarter. Let's see if you can see it better this way. Yeah, you can see the colors that way. So, beautiful colors, lots of modeling in that. And if you watch Kimberly Jolly on Fat Quarter Shop, she's really bragging on this Color and Cotton fabric Pearwood. So I got two of these. And this is a quarter of a yard. So I got two of these. It comes serged. So super excited about that. It's a darker brown. So not sure yet what I'm going to put on that, but I bought these today. Erica and I went to Target. Get this, y'all. She wanted to go eat. So I've been trying to treat her with ribs for like a couple of days because she keeps talking about ribs. And we don't have a lot of time. You know, she's going to go to camp in July. Then in August she's going to Fine Arts in Florida. And then she'll be home for like a week and then we're moving. She'll move her boyfriend in first in Waco, and then she will move in Waxahachie the next week. So I was like, I want to take you out somewhere. So she wanted to go to Texas Roadhouse, an hour away, 45 minutes away. So she calls, you know, we get the placement and everything else. And we get there, she's like, I'm starving and I want chicken. And I was like, do you want Texas Roadhouse? And she said, no, I want Popeyes. And I was like, I have really bad heartburn, so Popeyes is not the place that I want to go. And so it's like, Popeyes. And then so she thought a minute and she kind of came around and she said Freddy's. And I was like, does Freddy's have chicken? And she said, I don't know, I just want Freddy's. So we went over to Freddy's and she got a double Freddy burger or whatever they are. So that was fun. Anyways, I had to go to Target while we were over there. She got her bedspread for college. I bought stuff for Costage. So I got some Rit. I got Petal Pink. Don't have a clue what I'm going to buy that for, but I asked her what colors I should, or what I'm going to stitch on that. And she said I should get pink. I got some Scarlet. I figured that would be fun for Christmas. And then I got some Charcoal Gray, which I've been looking forward to doing this. So I already had some, I think, Royal Blue. And my aunt says I can't do it at her house because I will stain her counters. So I think we might try that one day this week. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I also got a little book of stickers. This is called the Little Book of Seasons. This was like, I don't know, $2.50 or something. But it has all of your major holidays. You got New Year's, Valentine's Day, Easter, 4th of July, St. Patrick's Day, fall, all kinds of fall. Look, those are cute. So I figure I will use this for my calendar book that I did not do a good job of keeping up this year or this month, but I already have next month started. So I'm looking forward to using those. I am participating in Jolly July. You'll see some stuff here in a minute for that. And get your coffee. I don't know if you already have it, but I already have mine. So I'll be able to use the Christmas and July stickers. Got some sheet protectors for the patterns that I keep finding and downloading. That was all Target. I got this because I've been looking for a dough bowl that would be smaller and not break the bank. I don't have a lot of space, so the bookshelf that I'm working on creating so you guys can have a good backdrop instead of my couch, I think this is going to go on it. So this is a very cool little bowl, etched out of a piece of wood and stained up, and yeah, it's beautiful. I love it. It's very rough. So I got that from my local, I don't know what she calls herself anymore. The store is Shuri's Emporium in Newport, Arkansas. You can find her on Facebook. I don't think she's on Instagram, and she doesn't have a website. But you can follow her on Facebook, and she's all the time showing items. So I got these as well from there. You can't see me anymore. This is a little set. They've got these little, I don't know what those are, pieces that they've put on top to make it look like a firework. They are actually screwed on. They're metal. I don't know what they are. Anyways, I thought these would be perfect for finishing things. This year I can use them for the 4th of July decorations, and then next year I can finish projects on them. But they stack like this or like this. You know, you can do all kinds of things with them. So I'm gonna put them right there for now, so they hopefully won't go too far. And that is everything I bought. I think there's my second piece of repair wood. No, these are. This came in one of those boxes that I bought and showed you guys a couple of weeks ago, but I don't think I actually showed you this one. This is a whole collection of little ornaments, Christmas ornaments. Can you guys see that? I don't know if you can or not. So, the lady that I bought them from also had all of these little ornament finishing pieces. She has some of them actually started, and then she had more little ornaments. These are like little things that you used to buy at Walmart. Got some beautiful little ornament picture frames. A bunch of those. Let's see. see. I don't know how many are. Let's see. Are they all the same? No, they're different sleighs. So for Jolly July, I think I'm going to try to finish some of these little projects. I don't know how far I'll get, but we'll see. Because that would be cute to have. If not to hang on my big tree, because my big tree is pretty full, to start me another tree, maybe. Everybody makes fun of me for having multiple trees at my other house. I had plenty of room. At this house, not so much. This is not a purchase, but I did find my aunt had given me some patterns, little house needleworks. This is the Battle Hymn of the Republic. This is number 76, chart number 76. It calls to be put on linen. That's not happening. She was making fun of me today. She told me that I wouldn't like linen. I had to try it. I'm going to finish what I have, and then I'm going to go back to my trusted either Even Weave or Ada. This is the Drawn Thread, Bats in the Belfry. Love this. Love it. She did this as well, so she has given me her instructions, what she's done. If you guys want to cheat off of them real quick, screenshot that. She did it on 28 count. So she said to cut her fabric 9 by 17. She's just a genius like that. She takes such good notes. I need to be like her. I love you, Aunt Donna. I need to be like you. So that's it on... No, it's not. I was about to say that's it on all of my acquired items. So a friend of mine texted me the other day and said, hey, my mom had some cross-stitch stuff. Would you like it? Can't turn that down, right? So this is a Bacilla lap quilt, Songbirds, stamped cross-stitch. So I haven't done stamped since I was little, but it's beautiful. It's got the names of the birds around the border and then all of these beautiful little birds. So we're going to see. She had already started it. Excuse me, I have a hair in my mouth. On one little bird. This thing is huge. So she's already started it. And the stitching is beautiful. So I don't know how, like when I'm gonna start it, but we'll see. Definitely want to honor her. And then, I don't know what else in here. I'm not taking this piece out. But she sent... remember. Oh, she sent me a picture of it. I was trying to remember what it was. This is also a lap quilt. This is by Hirschner's. It's a Christmas quilt. Star of Wonder lap quilt. So that's also beautiful. And I would love to say that I would get it done by Christmas, and that's not going to happen. But it gives me something to look at. I will take it out and see what's going on in that package. And then she sent me 2 nice plastic hoops. So those will be handy. Alright. Now to get into hoops. Actually, I'm going to show you what I did. Y'all will remember, maybe, I had this Land of the Free done, except somehow I didn't write down my color of blue. So I had all of this done, And I had all of this done except a little bit of blue. Ran out of the blue on the thread that I had pulled, and that was it. So I took this out. I'm going to run over it with a sticky roller and get all the little lint off of it, and hopefully that will handle the issues. And you know, it'll be right there when we start finishing. Grandma's gonna say, yeah, you got one to finish. My grandma's planned all of my finishes for me. She's not gonna do the work, she just plans it for me. Anyway, so I'm hopefully gonna be able to put that on a block or something and get that done maybe this week. We'll see what this week holds. I work Monday, Tuesday, work for my mom Wednesday, so I'll be off by 4:30. And then Thursday I'm working at the sheriff's office off schedule, and then work all weekend. So this weekend hopefully will be a good stitching weekend, but it's not good for planning things after work because I get pretty tired. You guys will remember I'm doing this for Aunt Donna. This is The Little Red House by Brenda Keyes. Sampler Company. The Little Red House. So I got to work on it this week. And this is where I am. You'll remember my little Fred down here. So I got red going and some of the gold in the windows. Excited to get some more work done on that. Let me get this folded right. Brenda and Laura don't need to see me folding my stuff wrong. I just have it folded on the outside for my show. It'll be alright. Get it done alright. So I got that done. Summer cross stitch camp June has not gone well for me. But, well, let me show you my picture first. I was working on Quaker Christmas. I convinced myself I was going to get this done in a month and it would be amazing. Y'all know that's not happening. I tend to make bigger dreams than accomplishments. I can't put deadlines on myself anymore. I fail on deadlines. So this is where I've gotten. It is beautiful. I do love it. I do not like the material. It's not my favorite, but it's coming out beautifully. So part of the problem with the materials is so flimsy. I lose control of it all the time. And then you've got all of the other issues that come with linen. But most of my issue is the control on it. I was going to just freehand hold it. That was entirely too hard for me, because it just rolls out of your hand. So I started putting a hoop on it. Well, of course, the hoop ruins the material. Like, you have to go back and move your lines of the linen, because they'll spread apart with the hoop. So then you got to go push them back together. And then, when you're in the hoop, all of the material is just kind of going like this. It does that with even weave too. It doesn't do it with Ada. Like, Ada's perfect. It's just like, I'm going to line up beautifully. But with linen, yeah, it's everywhere. So you can easily get off. And I think that's what happened when I had to frog the stupid blackbird for so many times. You could easily get off because it's curvy. And there's just no way. There's no good way of keeping up with that, in my opinion. You guys who do linen, I love it. I love watching it, especially all of the samplers. I told my aunt, I said, for somebody who wasn't a sampler person, I'm loving these samplers. And she said, I don't think that you could be a stitcher and hate samplers. I said, I didn't hate them. It's just not my taste. But falling in love with them. Would love watching all of the shows where everybody's doing them. And yeah, so linen now, that's a different story. Whispered by the Wind. This is a project I'm doing for my grandma. I've got spring, summer, winter, fall. And so far I've just started here and worked on some border. This is where I've gotten some of these. I just throw some stitches in just to feel accomplished on something. This is on Ada, so it matched my mood. But I did get some stitching done down here. So it's a good start. I don't know. That's not something great to take to work, but I'm gonna work on that some this weekend. When everybody's not around, I can work harder on stuff. When people are around, I can't do as much because I've got to concentrate. And this is winter. So pretty. So I've been working on Frosty. Got him going. Frosty's gonna be pretty. He's gonna have a little bit of shading to him, not much. And I have to show y'all what one of my officers did with my thread. He needed to break into his office, and so he says, "Don't you have some yarn?" And I said, "Well, no. I have some floss." And he said, "Same thing." And I said, "No." So he just took a skein of it and broke into his office and then brought it back to me, knotted up. So I had to fix that, but it wasn't dirty. So Frosty's getting the second wind of that floss. And then there's flea market. When I say I'm not good on schedules, I wanted so bad to stay on top of this. Right here's where I've gotten I was stitching on this at work, and my supervisor comes in and she said, "Oh, that's pretty." And I said, "Yeah." I said, "I'm loving it." And she said, "Who's that for?" And I looked at her, I was like, "Do you want it?" And she said, "I mean, I have a place in my kitchen." And I said, "Okay." I said, "When I get done, it's yours." And she said, "Are you sure?" She came back like 3 times to make sure that I hadn't planned it for somebody else. So I was like, "Nope, I'm giving it to you." It gives me a way to, you know, cross stitch and do something for somebody I know. So that was fun. Is that all that I've worked on this week? I feel like I've done so much more. I guess that was it. Alright, so I wanted to show you. I posted on Instagram. I didn't do anything on Facebook about it. But this is my first attempt at tea dyeing. I just decided I'm fixing to show you a project that I'm doing with Stephanie from Just Keep Stitching. So I decided last night that I wanted to tea dye my fabric. I didn't want it to be on just white. It doesn't smell. So this is a piece of Ada that I tea dyed. Got a few little specks from the tea, I'm assuming coming out of the bags. I didn't have any busted, so I'm guessing they just kind of seeped. Got some good modeling in there, not too much, but a little bit, just from crinkling it up before I put it in the oven. So I thought that was beautiful. And what I'm doing with her is Seeking Refuge by the Scarlet House. So it says, "When the world seems to be out of control, I find a way to nurture my soul. Seeking refuge with needle and thread, the angst and anxiety no longer I dread." I'll have my initials here in 2021. This felt incredibly appropriate. And best I can tell, yep, everything's still good. I will be doing called for DMC. So I'm excited to do it with Steph. I'm excited to see it done. I don't know. I don't think we haven't discussed putting a timeline on it. She had started it. I was watching some videos. I just binge watch most of my people that I watch all the time. I just let it roll. And in October, their group goes on a retreat and they plan out like the year. And so she had shown this piece last year, and she said, I'm gonna cry thinking about it. She said, I think I'm gonna cry this whole time. And I was like, oh. And so I looked up because I was stitching while I was watching her. And so I looked up, rewound, and I looked at it and I was like, I need that. And so kept watching it, whatever. Well, then I came back a few weeks later, a couple weeks later, I guess. I was like, what was that piece that I wanted? I can't think of it. Of course, I didn't write it down. And so I messaged her on Instagram. I said, hey, do you remember this piece you said you was going to cry about? She's like, I'm sorry, I can't think of it. She said, I've asked Pam, and she doesn't know. And I was like, okay, no big deal. I said, I'll find it. I'll just binge watch you guys this weekend, because it was a long weekend I was coming up on. And I did indeed binge watch it, and I came up on the same show, and there it was. So I messaged her, and I said, oh my gosh, it's Seeking Refuge. And she said, yes, I've started that. And I was like, I'm going to order it today. So I ordered it. And it miraculously, like, everybody I've ordered from, I've never waited longer than like 4 or 5 days at all. I think that came in 3 days. Anyway, so I ordered it. Who did I order it from? 1, 2, 3? I don't remember. So I got it in, and I said, hey, what do you think about stitching it together? And she was like, I think I could do that. She said, it'll be July. And I was like, that's fine. I said, you know, I'll get everything kitted up. She said, great, just remind me. So I sent her a message, you know, hey, we're going to do this. And then I tagged her last night whenever I was doing the material, and she liked it. So I guess we're on. So I hope. Anyways, looking forward to that. And then I'm joining another back quarter shop. Let me stretch my feet out here. I sit on the floor just so that I have the couch for a backdrop, and I can be spread out everywhere. Back quarter shop. Peppermint Lane. This is by It's So Emma. Super cute. It's divided up like this day, 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 I think. Oh, and the border is a day. I mean a week, not a day. This is a week, 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 this is a week. This is a week, this is a week, this is a week. It's 8 weeks. It is 145 wide by 185 high. Finished size is 9 1/8 by 11 5/8 on 16 count Aida. I'm the rebel. I'm doing, it's on antique white. I'm doing white. So I have it cut and ready to go. This was announced the same time that I signed up for flea market. So I instantly went out and bought all of the DMC for both flea market and this one. Let me show you all of the colors. They're so pretty. And somebody asked Kimberly about changing the gingerbread to be brown, because they said, I just can't see blue gingerbread, it needs to be brown. And she said, no, I suggest you do something else, because if you have a brown, it's out of the family It's out of the color family. And if you have a brown, instantly the eyes are going to go to the brown, not the whole picture. And I agree wholeheartedly. So my gingerbread are just going to be fun. Super fun. The next piece I'm going to work on for Jolly July is the Nativity Sampler that I've already started. So I'm going to get that done, or worked on. I'd love to get it done. All I've got so far is border. But such a pretty green that is. This is on that material, I don't remember the name of it, that Hobby Lobby started carrying. I've got it written down. I talked about it a few weeks ago. And I haven't worked on any of the other stuff that I'm going to be doing, but I'm going to do the carriage ride. I'm going to work on the carriage ride and Santa Claus with the two cherubs on top. I don't remember the name of that one. Oh, boy. I did work on something else. Where is it? Because I was going to show y'all the crazy happening here. I don't know. What did I do with that? I've got stuff scattered everywhere. It's the craziest thing. I was working on a sampler for fall. You guys have seen. It's for Thanksgiving. Oh, I really want to show you. There it is. So, sorry about that. Holiday Reverie. I was working on a Thanksgiving sampler. What page is that on so I can show you? Page 33. So this is what I was working on. Beautiful, right? That blue. And I hadn't gotten far at all. This was a Mania piece. I just started it just to say, you know, hey, I got something started on it. Well, this is what I had done. I had gotten started on it. Did this entire side. But somehow it wasn't the blue called for in the book. And I didn't have it written down. And I don't know where that thread went either. Because this is like a blue jean color. I'm not sure what color it was. This is the called for. They're close. They're not the same. So I started unstitching. Frogging was getting on my nerves. So I was like, I'm just going to work on the rest of the border and I'll take it out when I get to it. But isn't that beautiful? That border is just gorgeous. So I cut down my material so that I would have all the extra material out of the way because it was getting on my nerves. This thing, I don't know why it wanted to kill me, but 924 is the called for. What I was using, I don't know. That's like a dark turquoise color. I don't have a clue. So I'm just leaving it in the book so that I won't lose it again. And that's my week. It's been a crazy week. Super excited to have this done though, so I'm gonna get that worked on. Hey, Donna, you and Grandma. My plans for this week after work, I'm gonna take probably flea market to work with me because, you know, when you're working for something for the boss, you can get away with a lot of stitching. And it just depends on how the week is too. It's the last week of the month, so it shouldn't be bad. So Monday and Tuesday night, I don't have anything going on that I know of. So hopefully, you know, me and EJ can collapse in front of the TV and I can get some serious stitching done. Wednesday, I will be going to an appointment where my Hobby Lobby is. So I will be making sure that I've got everything ready for, oh, that's something I'll do Monday and Tuesday too. Make sure I've got everything ready for Jolly July. And if I don't, then I'll grab it Wednesday night. Thursday morning, I'm going to, I'll be working. So in that particular officer I'm working with, he likes to run traffic, so I don't know how much stitching I'll get done, but I will plan to get stuff done before all the other officers get there. So I have about 2 hours, depending on making sure that there's no calls coming in, that I could get things done before the day shift comes in. So I could theoretically get a whole lot of work done. And then this weekend, I should get a lot done. It's a holiday weekend. It is the 4th, but typically everything's pretty chill during the day. Night time's a different story, but during the day, it's pretty chill. So hopefully, my county will behave themselves and be nice and love each other and barbecue a lot and not get in trouble. So that's about it. The next time you'll see me and I'll see you will be the 5th. And it is a recognized holiday day because the 4th we can't get paid on because it's a Sunday. So most people don't work on Sundays. So in America, if you're watching overseas, in America, we close down on the Monday after a holiday if it's a weekend holiday. That way you can still get holiday pay. So, anyways. So I will see you on the 5th. And depending on what's going on, I may just go live with you. I'll have the recorded, but I may go live after that. I don't know. We'll just see what's going on. I think theoretically Erica will be going to camp, so I'll have time to do something. So let me think. Make sure I didn't miss anything. Nothing. I hope you guys have a fantastic week. I hope that you get some amazing stitching done. I hope that I get some amazing stitching done. And we will join each other on Monday with a new month and lots to look forward to. So, happy stitching, you guys. Have a great week. Take care of yourself. Bye.